In the 21st century, no name is considered too strange. You can name your children Apple and Moon Unit and Dakota and Brooklyn and even Seven and Mantle if you so choose. And those names are not considered to be strange because you can pick whatever name you want for a child in the 21st century. But we usually associate the names that are found in the Bible with sobriety and seriousness. And many of the names in the Bible indeed are. The name of Avraham, our oldest ancestor, means in Hebrew, Av Hamon Gayim, that he is a father of a multitude of nations. The name Yishmael, Avraham's eldest son, means that God listened. These are names with a sober meaning and a serious purpose. So there is a sense of seriousness in the names in the Bible. But there's one name in the Bible that sticks out like a sore thumb. And that is the name of Avraham and Sarah's first child together, the name of the first Jewish child, Yitzchak. The name Yitzchak means laughter, and it is a reflection of the laughter that both of Yitzchak's parents had when they heard that they were going to be having a child. And this name Yitzchak is decreed for him, not by his parents, but by God himself. And you have to wonder, this is a strange name. This is not a very serious name at all. Laughter? The Joker? Is that the proper name to be given to the first Jewish child? And the answer, in short, is yes. Yitzchak's name is a reflection of the fact that for the Jews to survive is a joke. For the Jews, with all of the various challenges that have been placed before them throughout their history, to continue to go on and to continue to be here 3,300 years later is indeed a joke. And the reason why the first Jewish child is named Yitzchak, laughter, is because the continuation and the survival of the Jewish people is indeed a joke. It is a joke that is played on history because it breaks all the laws of history. And in fact, the name Yitzchak represents the fact that the survival of the Jewish people is a miracle. It is a miracle that we're still here, and we're still exactly in the same place that we were 3,300 years ago. You know, Yaakov Herzog, the late Israeli ambassador to Canada and later to the UN, had a debate with Professor Arnold Toynbee in 1961 at McGill University. Toynbee had famously claimed that the Jewish people, or Judaism, is a fossil religion. And Herzog, among other points that he wanted to rebut, debated Toynbee publicly. And in rebutting the point that Toynbee made, that Judaism is a fossil religion, Herzog said that that is absolutely not true. And he gave this example. He said that if Socrates went into a time machine and landed at an airport in Greece, and he got off the plane and he said, "My name is Socrates," the cab driver would probably snicker, because it's such a strange and unusual name. If he started to speak in the ancient Greek, the cab driver probably wouldn't even be able to understand him, because the language is so different. If he asked to see the local temple for Zeus, the cab driver would look at him like he's completely out of his mind, because there are no temples to Zeus. If Moses went into a time machine and got out at an airport in Israel and asked the cab driver and started to speak to him in Hebrew, so Moses' Hebrew would be different than the cab driver's, but he would be understood. And if Moses said, "My name is Moshe," the cab driver would look at Moses and say, "My name is Moshe too." And if Moses asked where the local synagogue is, the cab driver could point him to it. And if Moses asked, "Where can I get a pair of tefillin?" the cab driver would say, "I have a pair at home, let me run and get them for you." The Jewish people have maintained the same religion, the same language, and lived in the same land for 3,300 years. And that, by the way, is a joke. That's a miracle. That's completely unexpected. And that's why the name of the first Jewish child is Yitzchak, because the Jewish people are a joke. They're a miracle. No one expects it to happen. And that's why we just simply have to laugh every time a Jewish child is born.